Hey guys, so in today's video I will be doing a super relaxing cook and clean with me that I know you guys will just love. So let's get right into it. So I have been dying to get a pressure cooker for quite some time now, and I finally got my hands on a COSORI pressure cooker. So today I will be making a beef stew, and the beef stew recipe that I got actually came in the instruction manual and recipe booklet that comes with the pressure cooker. I did tweak the recipe just a little bit. I will leave that recipe that I use down below in the description box. So here I will just be cutting up my carrots, garlic cloves, onion, and celery. I am a potato lover, so I rarely follow the recipe when it comes to potatoes. I just kind of load them all in there because I want to make sure that there's enough. So here I'm just cleaning up the potatoes and cutting them into bite-sized pieces. Okay, so I know some of you are probably thinking, why is she using steak in her beef stew? The reason for this is that the cubed beef was much more expensive than the steaks that were on sale. And the steaks were a much better looking cut. So I bought a package of steaks and I thought, you know what, it will not be a problem to just take it home and cube them when I get there. And I get a better cut of meat and I save some money. So here I am just turning on the saute setting on the pressure cooker. This will heat up the inside of the pressure cooker so that I can brown the beef before we actually start to cook the stew. Before I add the meat into the pot, I will just add a couple of tablespoons of oil. Now I'm just going to let the pot heat up so that it's nice and hot. Here I'm just going to coat the beef cubes in some flour, salt, and pepper. And this was a big mistake, actually shaking the bowl and trying to get it coated like that, because the flour got everywhere and now it's on my shirt and all over the counter. So I'm just going to reach for that spoon and kind of mix it all in there. That keeps it a lot cleaner than shaking that bowl. Now I'm just going to brown the beef in the pressure cooker. Oh, looks like I may have gained a little helper here. I am so excited. This is actually working awesome. And here we are just going to add our diced vegetables, and my little guy is such a great little helper. And here I'm just going to add the beef broth to the pot. It's very important that you have enough liquid in your pot or the pressure cooker will not pressurize and then it won't cook properly. So you just want to make sure that there is plenty of liquid in there. And now we are just adding our herbs. We are adding some thyme and bay leaves. And a dash of freshly ground pepper. And a little bit of salt. And now we are just going to give that a really good mix and make sure that everything is well incorporated. The recipe did not call for barley, but I really like barley, so we added about half a cup of that to the recipe. So now I'm just putting the lid on, making sure it is in the lock position and just turning on the stew function. Now that the stew is cooking away over there, I'm just spraying down the island with my Mrs. Mayer's honeysuckle spray, and I'm just going to give it a good thorough wipe down to make sure that all of the food residue is off of the island. Now, if I don't stay on top of unloading and reloading the dishwasher, it can get carried away really, really quickly. So it is very important that I do that, otherwise those dishes will just pile right up. Looks like a little someone is wandering into the kitchen looking for a little bit of a snack. One of my favorite things is washing dishes while the sun is coming in through the kitchen window. There is just something so peaceful about the sun shining in and the water running. I just really enjoy doing it at that point in the day. So right now there are 4 minutes left in the cooking process. After those 4 minutes, the pressure cooker automatically goes into a keep warm mode where it will keep your food warm until you are ready to eat. So we actually ran out of time before I was able to serve dinner. Luckily enough, the pressure cooker has a keep warm function where it actually keeps your food hot enough if it's sealed in the pressure cooker. So it did that for 3.5 hours. It kept it nice and hot. So when we got back home, it was ready to serve dinner. Now I'm just going to make a little treat for the kids and maybe mommy and daddy too. Right now the boys and daddy are in the living room watching the new movie that is out on iTunes called Coco. So we're kind of having a family night. We just had dinner and now we're going to have the cookies with some milk before bedtime. And here I am just going to put away the leftovers so that we can have some for lunch tomorrow. So we are actually having a little bit of a tough time trying to teach Champ how to stay down from the kitchen counters. If anybody has any tips, please leave them in the comments below. I would appreciate it. The cookies are now ready and the kids are going to be so excited. There is nothing better than a little bit of cookies and milk before bedtime. So here I'm just going to finish washing up the dishes that are left in the sink. I really don't like to go to bed at night with dirty dishes in the sink, although sometimes it does happen. It does feel really good to get the dishes done and cleaned up and having that sink nice and clean for the morning. Here I'm just going to get the dishwasher started. And here I'm just going to spray a little bit of my Mrs. Mayer's honeysuckle spray onto my kitchen cloth and then just give the area all around the sink a good wipe down. Now that the kitchen is clean and the cookies are ready, I'm going to grab myself a glass of milk and go sit down with the kids and enjoy the movie. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button below and we'll see you next time.